Hi, thanks for joining us. Today we're talking about a small device called the Prism XR Lite. Now, the Prism Lite is a wireless bridge. It is a device designed to be a single layer between your VR headset and your computing device, your computer or your laptop, where you want to connect the headset in order to do wireless PCVR streaming. If you're like me, you spent a long time, years, in fact, using a cabled connection between your headset and your computer in order to access PC content, games that exist on your computer or your laptop to get it into the headset. And, typically not too much of a problem, but we all want to kind of limit the number of cables or things dangling, at our side that are going to restrict our movement and kind of lessen the immersion that we have when we're in PCVR. And so the Prism XR Lite is designed to do just that. So it gives a single wireless connection between your headset and the computer with no other devices connected that limits the latency and optimizes the wireless link between the headset and the computer. And I've been using this device now for a couple of weeks and am really impressed. It's worked really, really well for me. I just want to give you a brief introduction to it, an overview of the desktop app, an example of some gameplay, and some of the statistics that you'll see that kind of hopefully will show that this device is real, it works, I'm happy with it, and it's something that you might want to investigate yourself. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Prism XR desktop that is downloaded to work with your Prism XR Lite wireless bridge. Right here on the first tab, right? And a lot of this stuff auto-populated. I didn't have to do much at all. Plugged in the power, plugged it into the Ethernet, and I was pretty much ready to go. But making sure you're on the right region, selecting a mode. Your device can work in two modes. I've just left it in Prism Pulse because I only use it exclusively with my Quest 3 headset. But you can turn it into a Wi-Fi hotspot where other devices can connect to it and have exclusive connectivity between the Prism and your computing device. So for the just the most effective and efficient and quickest connection between a Wi-Fi device and your computer. Again, game boost mode. I've not had to flip that on. I've had such a great experience with this without game boost mode. I've not tried it. I didn't think I'd see really anything different. And so I've not flipped that on, but it's there that and helps improve your PC VR gaming experience if you seem to have any other issues with it under normal streaming circumstances. Network connection. Now, they recommend that you cable your Prism Lite to your internet router. I didn't want to run another cable. And so I've left it in Wi-Fi mode. So that means that my Prism XR Lite is communicating with my internet router via Wi-Fi. And that's worked fine for me, right? I'm not too worried about the speed of the connection between my Prism and the internet. I'm worried about the speed of the connection between my headset, the Prism, and the computer. So this has worked great for me. Your mileage may vary. You can give this an SSID so that you can find the Wi-Fi signal in your headset readily. You can see it called mine Prism Pulse Lite. I click set and all those go into effect. Now, one of the neat features that this has is called one-click scan. And let me go ahead and I'll demonstrate this. And what you want to do, it asks you to put your headset on, right? So it's out of power save mode and you're connected and you click checkup and it's going to go through and do this series of checks to tell you if it identifies any potential issues in the setup of your Prism Lite. This is great. It's very, very helpful for troubleshooting. Now you can see there's most of my items. It says normal, looks good. It asks me to set my network profile to private. Again, this has not impacted me at all. I don't have other devices trying to jump on the Prism signal. So I've just left it as it is. I haven't messed with setting it to private, not affecting my performance and experience at all. And then it gives you this whole list of other things that you can check if you're trying to optimize your experience or you're having any trouble, right? Checking your Wi-Fi channel, and you get a button there that actually allows, it will scan your network and suggest open channels for the least amount of interference. Asks you to check antivirus, turn off your VPN, put on game boost mode, all these things that you can do to, again, enhance your experience and improve your performance using the Lite. I have not had to do any of this and have had great experiences using my Lite. It gives you this nice little network diagram. It shows you my headsets connected. It shows you how I'm connected to the internet. It shows you that I'm Ethernet to my PC. This is great. Gives you some diagnostics and some information about your MAC address, IP address, all kinds of things, right? You can block devices off of here if you need to. So there are a lot of settings behind the scenes that you don't really have to worry about. I'm just going through them real quick, just so you know that they're there. One thing you will want to do when you first set your device up and then periodically afterwards is check for firmware updates, right? They put out new firmware for these hardware devices that help improve and both performance and security measures. So you want to keep that firmware up to date. I had to run it once when I first set it up, reset, and then I was ready to go. Again, configurations, you can look at information from Windows that tells you stuff about your IP addresses and whatnot. And then here's another important thing, and I tend to kind of watch this. This gives you your link rate between your head-mounted device, your HMD, or my Quest 3 here, and my Puppis. And so you can see that I'm getting a very steady, and this has been my experience, right? 1200 megabit per second link rate between the headset and the laptop. And I've had very, very good experience, very, very good performance. Running my games out of Steam into the headset has been butter smooth. So I'm a happy camper. You have a direct link to support here if you have any issues. You can talk about which device you're having trouble with, your email, and then you can submit a trouble ticket right from the app. They have a very active Discord server you can join. That link is up here under support also. You can collect logs here to send them. And then, check for updates for the desktop software right here, right? You just click and current version is the latest. So that's a quick run through. Now, I didn't drill down into all the engineering of each little option that you have here, but you don't get this kind of device and have this kind of software so that you can, well, most people don't want to go in and tweak and adjust, lots of different things. You just want to connect your headset and get a great streaming experience without cables, without wires. And that's been what I experienced here with the Prism. Okay, so for our test, what we're going to do is I'm actually in Steam VR right now. I'm in my Oculus Quest 3 headset. I've connected to Steam via Steam Link from the Quest to my laptop, and I'm playing a rhythm game called Ragnarok, a drumming game. And I find that this is a really good test of latency or any kind of little hesitations or blips that you see when you try to run wireless PCVR. Because if you are going to notice it, you'll notice it in these rhythm games, right? Which is very sensitive to your interaction and your motion. So if you have just the littlest bit of latency or blip, you're going to notice it. You're going to miss a beat, or in this case, I'm going to miss a drum connection, and I'm going to lose points and scores. It's very frustrating. Now, on top of me playing Ragnarok, you can see I'm running the Prism app that we just looked at, and I've got the dashboard up. So it's kind of showing me constantly what my speed and feed is. So I can see that I'm, staying very close to the 1200 megabit per second, the occasional little dips down just below that, but never below 1000 megabit or 1 gigabit per second. And so this experience was very, very smooth. Now, the device is designed to be used kind of in the same room, right? You're not going to put this in one area and kind of go across your house and look to connect to it. You want to be within 10 feet of this device. You also don't want other electronics around this device that are going to interfere with the signal between the headset and the Prism, so that you can have a nice smooth connection. But you can see through this whole, I don't know, 3.5 minute maybe song that, again, no issues whatsoever. It ran smooth. I've been, like I said, playing with this very steadily for the past 2 weeks, and I seriously cannot remember noticing any kind of latency issue or graphics issue, right? Where you'll sometimes get this hazy look while the graphics try to keep up over Wi-Fi. And so this has been a really great experience for me, and hopefully this has helped you kind of understand how the Prism works. And again, there's two Prisms out there. And they're named very confusingly similarly. This is the Lite version, Lite, the Prism S1 Lite. I'll put a link to their website, a link to the Amazon purchase listing for you to go and check out. I'm not affiliated with Prism. I am not associated with them whatsoever. I just thought this was a great a great device, and I wanted to share it with you. So thanks for watching, and best of luck in your VRing.